So today I'm going to do my project pan update. It's not the most exciting one today. I don't have any new pans or empties, but I will be rolling out some items that I just feel like are unnecessary to be in my project pan at this point. And I'm going to be rolling in some new ones to get a little fresh start because there are some items that I want to be finishing this next year. And I figured let me give myself at least a few extra weeks and not roll them in January. So we're going to do it today. And yeah, let's get started. All right, so one of the items that I'm going to be rolling out is actually my Sosie Jackson cream bronzer. I've just not been going into this very much. I've not been wanting to use cream items very much at the moment. This is a nice bronzer, but I think at the end of the day, it's getting a little old and I think I might have to call it a day at some point. So I'm not doing a declutter series this month like everyone else is, but I might be doing one come springtime because I do like to do them in the spring, just like a new fresh start, like spring cleaning, things like that. So I'm going to hold on to it a little bit longer. I only used it 2 times since my last update and I'm just not wanting to go into it. So this one I'm rolling out of the project and you know, it does smell like crayon, like it is getting old, and because I'm not going into it that much, it's just like, what is the point of keeping it around? And I kind of just want to go into things that I want to enjoy, that spark joy for me, and that one is just not sparking any joy. So I am going to replace it with another bronzer that is something that I want to hit pan on at least next year, which is this one from Gloss Gods. This is one of their cloud bronzers. I think they've discontinued them, but this is the shade On Cloud 9, which I think is the lightest one. It's kind of like a putty cream to powder formula. It's a weird texture. Tiny little pan, but it's definitely one of the ones that I had in my plan to pan for 2026, and I just want to get a little bit of a head start. It's also a good shade for me to use at this point. Now I did just say I don't want to use cream items, and it does have it is a little creamy, but it's not like full-on creamy. I don't know, I just find it easier to use this versus the Sosie Jackson one at the moment. So this one I want to roll in and start using and eventually hit pan on. I don't know if I want to finish the item completely. I think at the point that I hit pan, we'll decide if I want to keep it in the project or not. But initial, priority is just to hit pan. Okay, another item that I've only used twice this month is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I do enjoy this product, but I'm just not wanting to use it. It's more of an item that I like to use maybe towards spring, summer, but I didn't really use it that much in spring, summer. That's why I wanted to roll it in to the project pan and use up as much as I can over the last few months. This doesn't seem to ever settle for me, so I have no idea where I am. I only used it 2 times, like I said, the last month. So I just feel like I should roll it out, roll something in its place, and that's what I want to do right now. So my project, my rules, I'm rolling it out. It is done. Okay, so I'm actually going to be rolling in a foundation in its place because I do definitely use that either as a primer or also as a foundation. This one I have currently in my Shop My Stash and I kind of just want to finish. It was also in my plan to pan video. So this is the Catrice Tinted Serum Foundation and I only have a little bit left. Like I have about half, maybe even less than half because I have let this settle. And so I definitely feel like I could get this done. It's also extremely pale, so I think the only time that I can really work on this is now. Now, next month and February, and then come March, the weather changes, hopefully fingers crossed, and we start getting some nice warm sunshine. Although last year I think it rained the whole of March, so I don't really know. But I'm hoping to finish this up over the coming months before it starts getting nice and summery again. So yeah, this one I'm rolling in its place just simply because it makes the most sense for me to work on this now. Hollywood Flawless Filter I can keep in my collection. It's not going bad and I love it. So I don't really need to finish it. But this one I would like to finish and maybe just buy another one if I ever buy another one in a slightly darker shade because this one is just far too light. It's 10N, so 10 neutral. So I just need to find another, like maybe the next neutral shade up because you can see it's like, I do have bronzer on today, but it's very pale. Okay, next up we have my Glamshop Highlighter palette. I was hoping to have my third and final pan done by this update, but I haven't used this one too many times. I've only gone into it 3 times. I've already hit pan in the other 2 shades, so I hit pan in this one and this one, so I'm working on the middle one right now, and it does not want to focus. There you go. I did put it on today, but I've only used it 3 times. Oh my gosh, why is it not focusing? What is wrong with you? Yeah, only 3 times this last month, so obviously there is no pan, but I definitely think maybe by next month I will have a pan. So here's to hoping. Here's to hoping and praying that I will have a pan in this, because it'd be really fun to roll in another face palette in its place and just kind of like keep this going, because obviously I did the Cosmic Beauty, I've done this one now almost, and yeah, it'd be nice to just go through all of my base palettes and just like hit pan and use as much as I can, or like I want to at this point. But yeah, this one, I still really love it. It's just, you know, I've only used it 3 more times. Hopefully next update it will be done. Okay, this one is an item that I actually thought I would have done by the end of the year. We are at the end of the year and I have not finished it. It is my Huda Beauty Glowish powder. It's a little disappointing, but you know, it is still very close. I mean, this is where we are right now. So, you know, I rolled it in, it already had a significant pan in it. And I did think I would have it done by the end of the year. So I haven't, but hopefully we can finish it in the next couple months. I think that would be the goal. Again, I kind of want to get it done before springtime. So I think it can happen. I just haven't really been powdering my face all that much, to be fair. I haven't actually used that much makeup this month. I have slowed down a little bit, just chilled out. I've been posting less and filming less, and you know what? It's just actually been really nice not wearing makeup every day, because I wore makeup every single day in November, and that was a killer. Even like when I got the flu and I still wore makeup, I was like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing to myself? No, I think that's probably the reason why I have not hit pan in this, just because I've taken a step back and I'm just like enjoying the vibes, cozying up with my family, and just, you know, chilling out a little bit. I think that's what this time of year is for. But yeah, definitely want to get this done and finished. I don't want to give up on it either, so we're going to give it 2 more months and then we'll see where we are with it. Did I mention how many times? I went into it 5 times. I don't know if I mentioned that, but 5 times is not that much. Next up is another item that I only went into 6 times. This is the blush. This is the Kiko Milano Tuscan Sunshine Tuscan Iris blush. And this is what we look like. Again, it doesn't really look any different. My lighting is all crazy because the sun keeps coming in and out, so it's super dark, and then I have my curtains. It doesn't matter. It's just the worst time to film with daylight at this point. But anyway, yeah, that's where we are. Obviously, I want to hit pan in this blush, but I'm nowhere close yet. I do feel like there's a little dip forming, but I also don't know how deep these are. I've never hit pan in a Kiko Milano blush before, so let me know if you have, if you know how deep they are. I mean, considering the packaging is pretty thin, I don't think this is going to be super deep, but we will have to see. I do have it on today. I do like it. I just have been also going into some other like more pinkish blushes this last month, and so this one kind of veers more neutral, sort of peachy, which I really enjoy for the most of the year. But I think because we are kind of like in winter now, yeah, I've been enjoying the more pinky blush at the moment. So that one I went into 6 times. Another item, oh actually no, this next item I went into it 7 times. It is my Embryolose primer. So this one I do want to finish. It's kind of, this is where we are. So it has tons of product left. I don't weigh my products, but I am assuming this is what, a 30 ml? I'm assuming it still has like 20 ml left. I think we're gonna be here for a while. I would still like to finish it. I used it today. It's fine, but I also don't see the point in this. I just find it like it's just a nice first step, but as an actual primer, compared to some of the other primers in my collection, I don't see its value and its worth, which is kind of a shame because it's, you know, Embryolose is actually not a cheap brand. So anyway, I don't know if it is a radiant complexion or not. That's what it's supposed to do. It's kind of hard again because it's super dark now because It literally is raining every 5 minutes, and then the sun comes out and it looks like it's spring, and then the dark clouds are coming and it pours down with rain. Like, that's the type of weather that we're getting. And now my curtains are drawn and now it's like super dark again. So I'm trying not to get annoyed, but it's annoying. Anyway, that one I used 7 times this month. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pouring down with rain now. Can you hear that? Crazy. It was just sunny. Okay, next up we have my Misha foundation. This one I'm very, very hopeful that I will get done in the next month or two. It's really hard because obviously this is a cushion foundation and I don't really quite know when I'm gonna call it done, but I've been going into it with my brush and I'm still getting product. I put it on again today and you know, there's still plenty of product there in the sponge. So a little bit goes a long way with these items, I'm kind of realizing. I definitely have grown to enjoy this bar more since I've been using my my brush. I really don't like it with the applicator. But yeah, otherwise, this one I have used how many times? 9 times this last month. So again, these are all really low numbers because I just have not been wearing my makeup that much. And then the last item in my project pan is my Candid Concealer from Revlon. This one I've only used 11 times. So last month I used this 16 times. So, you know, on average, it's like everything is definitely lower. There's still a big air bubble in here. It feels like air, like it's not heavy at all, but concealer goes a long way. I can still get a lot of product on the wand. I haven't taken the stopper out. So this one I still want to get done, but again, it's very deceptive. And I think that it's going to take me 5 more months to finish this, maybe? I don't really know. But yeah, everything is still trucking along. I don't have any real significant progress on anything, but I think the new items that oh, actually there's one more item that I'm rolling in. But yeah, like I was saying, I think everything I've rolled in so far in terms of new, like the Catrice Tinted Foundation and also the Cloud Bronzer from Gloss Gods, I'm excited to start working on those. Another item that I think is worth me rolling in now to get any sort of head start and give myself a little bit of a win for next year is this lipstick from Beauty Bay. So this was also in my plan to pan video, and this is the shade T, and I am rubbish at finishing lip products because I like to use different lip products all the time. Okay, so I'm already setting myself up for failure to try to finish this, but I've said that I want to finish it, so I feel like I should roll it in now and give myself a head start, like give myself a full year to try to finish this item. So this is what it looks like. It is very gross. It is very manky, but it's lovely. I actually love the color. I've had it for a few years now. It doesn't smell off. It doesn't smell bad. It looks pretty awful, but it still performs fine. I think a lot of people who are very good at finishing lip products would look at this and be like, yeah, I can get that done in 6 months. This looks like it's a 3-year mission for me. I'm not going to work on it for 3 years. I'm going to give myself a year to finish it. If I don't, I don't. Even after 6 months, if I never go into this, then I'll call it a day. But I'm going to roll it in now, see how I do. I'll put it on a little piece of paper and we can measure it that way. I'll do it the proper way, not just by eyeballing it, because I think it gives you a little bit more motivation if you actually track it. So I'm going to do it the proper way with this one. But yeah, this one I'm also rolling in today. So we will see how I do. I don't expect really major changes in a month, but yeah, I'm really hoping I can finish it up. I think it would be a cool accomplishment, but I also don't have very high expectations for myself to finish that item. So anyway, that is my project pan. It's kind of, you know, a little bit of a downer in terms of like not real any visible progress or anything like that, but I think the quick little refresh that I'm doing today will help me move along in the next month. And I do have some items here that hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get done in the first quarter of the year. So I think that would be exciting as well. So anyway, hope everyone is doing well. I have a little bit, my first Christmas jumper that I've decided to wear. I have put it on. So this got, I've had this like years and years. It's like reindeers and little poofy things. So yeah, we're getting into it. It's almost here, and then it's almost gone. Christmas. So anyway, I hope everyone is doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!